this is Detachment and how to unlock your creative flow.
Don't you worry about a thing. All your sweating beads of gold, exponential and the growth, power in the south of soul.
Yo, what's up? I'm Noah, and we are learning how to channel our innermost creative being, because that's what you are. You're a creative being, and we are living in a society that does not really appreciate that. You know, it only appreciates it in a certain sense when it comes to the market, when it comes to portraying the morals and the ways of being that have been passed down to us. And you have an energy that is new, an energy that the world has never seen before, and you're insecure about it, which fucking sucks, because you shouldn't be, because we need you. We're in this state that we're in the world because you don't feel comfortable with sharing who you are with the world. And so I'm here to trigger you in the best way possible, because if you're not being triggered, you're not uncomfortable, you're not learning something about yourself, and this is deep artist inner work that we're getting into here. So today we're talking about detachment. You want to unblock your creativity? Well, creativity is an energy. Why do I say it like that? Creativity is an energy that is limitless. It needs nothing. As you see, there's creation all around us, you know? And not only creation in the natural world, but there's a lot of creation in the material world. Now, as a creative, you are tapped into the creativity of the natural world, but it is funneled, channeled, filtered into this materialistic existence. And if I'm losing you because I'm starting to get kind of like spiritual with it, that's good, because that's the trigger. We are getting into your soul. So if that makes you uncomfortable, keep watching. Detachment. What is detachment? Detachment, what are we detaching from? Detachment is letting go, not disconnecting, but letting go from the illusions, the man-made illusions that create this material world. So one of those illusions that we'll be talking about, we'll just hop right into it, is success equals money. It doesn't. Success can be many things, but right now we're in a place where money kind of dictates how valid you are as a human being. Money dictates your sense of your sense. It doesn't actually determine your security and your safety, but your sense of security. We'll get into that in a second. But the idea of success equals money, success can only equal this one thing. Now, if I control this one thing, I control you, because I'm controlling you through fear. And fear is a huge block to your creativity. When we're being creative, we need to be fearless. We need to be brave. We need to understand that money is not the only form of success. Some other examples of success you get to determine. But these are some things that I find successful in my own definition. So number one, finishing a project. I am successful when I finish a project. How can you put your work out in the world when you have nothing done? You can't. So the number one thing for me to be successful is I finish a project. Great. That's a check mark in the narrative of my success. Now I have this narrative, instead of, oh, I don't get anything done, I just spin my wheels, I waste my time. No, now I have this evidence, this thing in reality where I can be like, oh, I finished this project. Okay, let me finish another. And the idea of finishing isn't just limited to your creative projects. It is everything. If you start doing the dishes, do them till they're done. Stop. It's a habit. We are building this habit that will build us towards success. And I know it seems super indirect, but if you have the habit of following things through, and you define success as following things through, you can't be successful. Again, you can't be successful as a creative being if you're not putting your creations into the world. And not into the world as in into the marketplace, but literally into the world. Maybe no one ever sees them. It doesn't matter. You're still successful in the fact that you finished a project. Another form of success for me is maintaining connections. Maintaining connections, not in a sense of networking, but just checking in on my people. That to me is a success. That to me is being who I want to be, which is, at the end of the day, what this is all about. The ultimate success. Are you being the person that you truly are. There's the person that we want to be, there's the person who we truly are, there's this gap in between, and the goal overall is to bring that together. And these illusions fill the gap and keep us apart, okay? Another one is good and bad art. No such thing, it's all art, right? Think of how, I don't know, maybe I'll make another video about judgment, envy, jealousy, and all that, but think about how you listen to Top 40 and you're like, I can make something like that. Oh, this song is trash. Bro, if someone said that about your music, you'd be crying for a week. So let's chill on judging other people and let's focus on art as art. If you are blocked, part of that block is you go to sit down to write or paint or do something and you have an agenda. You're approaching creativity with an agenda, which is a filter. If there's this abundance of energy and I'm looking at it like this much, look how much energy of creativity I'm blocking out because I have this agenda that I'm trying to channel with my art. We are vessels. We are channels for this creative energy. And if we start blocking ourselves through judgment and fear, it's going to be really just killing the vibe. So the idea of good art, bad art, make bad art. I promise that one day you'll be making some bad art. You'll stumble upon a really fucking cool idea, and that's gonna start really getting the gears turning. So it's all about momentum. If you continue to refuse yourself momentum, where are you gonna go? You're gonna go nowhere. You have no momentum, you have no motion. So there's no such thing as good art or bad art. There's just art. Create it all, okay? Then the other thing that we're gonna detach from is the illusion of hard work paying off. They tell you hard work pays off because it keeps you running the hamster wheel. They dangle the carrot in your face, like hard work pays off, hard work pays off. Now, hard work can get you prepared for opportunity. Opportunity arises at random, and sometimes our preparedness can take the most of an opportunity, or we can make our own opportunities. Again, going back to what success is. Success is, I created an opportunity for myself today. I DM'd an artist that I think is really cool that I want to collab with. I sent an email to a brand. I sent multiple emails to brands today. So there are ways that we can work hard to create opportunities for ourselves, but that doesn't guarantee money, okay? So we have to detach this idea that hard work pays off financially. Your hard work is going to pay off when it comes to your dedication to your craft, when it comes to building just the world that is your art, you know, the universe that is your art. But the idea that hard work is going to pay off through the corporate ladder, I'm afraid to say the other C word because Donnie T out here censoring shit. But we got to stop thinking that hard work pays off, because then we also start to, at this point, get toxic in a sense of entitlement. Oh, I've been doing this for 10 fucking years. I'm owed this. Hard work paying off can really end up backfiring and really just making the creative process a burden, and you start to resent it, and that's going to keep you blocked up for sure. So we talked about 3 things. There are so many illusions that we need to break away from as artists. We need to detach from as artists, but these 3 are a really good place to start, especially the one where you're putting judgment on yourself. The good art versus bad art, just make it. You're blocking yourself, you're killing your momentum, just make it. And then we have the idea that hard work pays off in a financial sense. Hard work does make you better, but you have to have direction. Again, if you're on the hamster wheel, you're just spinning your wheels, you're spinning in place. And I had to take that observation of my own life. You know, that's how I got here in the first place, making these videos for you, and honestly for me too. Because at the end of the day, I was like, I work so fucking hard, but for other people. What if I took that work ethic and applied it to the things that I want to do and building the world that I want to live in? You know what I mean? So the idea of hard work pays off within this system is an illusion. Focus on your craft, focus on the process, and be open to what the results can bring. Because bonus round, attachment to results is also going to block you. You haven't even made the art piece yet, and yet you're already thinking about this idea of, oh, this is gonna be a hit. How do you know? No, if you ever watch any documentary, no artist can predict, no manager, no A&R can predict what's gonna be a hit. Okay? Just make it. I keep saying it because it's so important. Just make the art. We can figure out what to do with it later. Once we put it out in the world gets to decide how it wants to interpret it. So, bonus round is don't attach yourself to the result. Just focus on the process. Be the artist that you enjoy being, and then let go of the rest. And we'll talk about ego and things like that. It's layered. This shit is layered. You better hit subscribe because we got a lot to talk about.